to PreMarket Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Apologies, guys. Something seems to be wrong with my layout this morning. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Better than markets. Markets are
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, I see that, man. They're just going insane. Give me 1 second, guys. My configuration is not showing up properly this morning. Um, but as I'm doing this, Norm, if you want to give us an update, what's going on with the markets at the moment?
Yeah, we just got non-farm payrolls, and I apologize. I didn't realize I had my squawk on to listen to hear what the number was, and uh, then I had my computer muted, so I didn't get it clean. Except for I see it now, 263. We were expecting 200,000 additional jobs, non-farm payrolls added in November. We got 263,000, which is a very significant beat. Um, that's down from 284 the month previous, but some people are asking why a good jobs number would hurt the market. The answer to that is this means that the Fed is raising interest rates to slow the economy to try to get rid of inflation. And as the job market holds steady, and I have not seen average hourly earnings. Does anybody have it? Any of my, let me see here if I can find it. Were earnings more than expected? That could do it too. So, um, you know, yeah, um, no bueno, guys. This market rallied hard 2 days ago on Jay Powell's hawkish, but slightly less hawkish, maybe, or in line with expectations of slowing rate increases and such. And if things keep going like this and they can't slow the economy down, they're going to have to go harder and go longer and everything else. So, um, yeah, it could be interesting. We'll see.
All right.
Most of the data for the day just dropped. I don't know if you go ahead. Have you not figured out your situation there yet?
No, don't know. The only thing I can think of, I'm gonna restart our program here, vMix, but I can't get the right screen set
Is
up.
that going to kill YouTube?
I'm gonna go to YouTube now, and what I'm gonna do, guys. You guys can lose the feed for a minute, and if I connect fast enough, it should start up on the same feed. So apologies for this, but this normally doesn't happen.
If it kills the feed, guys, go back to the channel and you'll be able to find us. We'll be
Yeah,
back on in just a minute if it drops, just in case.
yeah. So you might get a circle thing right now, and then we'll come back in just a bit. All right, in chat, you guys are connected already. Just want to confirm you can hear me okay. Uh, volume looks like it's going through all right. And let me, okay, so that did some things. If no, if you can hear me, you'll have to reconnect. Okay, so all good on our chat room. And let me check YouTube. Where's YouTube here? Hopefully we reconnected to them as well. On YouTube, we're back. Perfect. Okay, excellent, guys. All right, so I don't know what took place there, but we are rocking and rolling now. So let's move our YouTube chat over here. And I'll blame the spy. I think the spy broke my system this morning with that drop right when we went live. All right, there it is. Norm, can you hear me? Perfect. I hear Norm, and we're good to go. Okay, guys. All right, even my stream deck is not working. Needed to switch on screen. It's been a
The
very
goblins come in.
yeah, very
Did you
weird.
give the gremlins water after midnight or
I
bathe them or something?
don't know what's taking place. So it's okay. We'll switch screens manually. It will just take me a little bit longer to do that. Looking at our gappers list this morning, my friends, a lot of things in the red, and obviously with this drop that we're seeing here, things can grow a little bit more as we're moving down. So
Tell you,
just
I gotta
yeah.
say, even since I was talking about the data that just came in, the non-farm payrolls were the one that we highlighted. But of that data, one of the more important things I just saw that somebody pointed out and I was unable to see is the Average hourly earnings actually increased month over month more than they'd increased previously. That is inflationary looking. That is concerning.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So not great news today, guys, as we get into our last day of trading here. Um, all right, so a lot of stuff in the red, guys. We'll go through some of these again. This list is going to grow drastically depending on what the market does next, right about now, because again, we got the big drop here. And if we continue to drop further than 400, then this list is going to be massive. So
yeah.
we'll see what takes place there. All right, let's go through this list. We're not going to, for the sake of time, we're not going to review the stuff from yesterday. Control A, Control X. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll get right into our gappers list this morning and see what's happening there. First one on the list is AVXL. So AVXL. This one is, doesn't, hold on, I didn't type in the right place. AVXL. There we go. Low flow today.
This is
Actually not.
a biotech with phase 2B and 3 results, talking about some Alzheimer's, helping Alzheimer's, popping on that. We talk about this time and time again. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying this is going to happen. I'm just going to say it's an unbelievable pattern that you get these companies with an Alzheimer drug and news on that, and it pops like crazy. And then I've never seen anything
Stick.
sell off as often as these do.
Yeah. Yeah. It's constant. So it's like they figure out the formula and then they forget about it. They forget. They're trying to cure it.
That's harsh, man.
Madness.
That's
Um
harsh.
it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Um all right,
And
guys. So
somebody's asking, why is it always Alzheimer's? I mean, obviously, that's
it's
one of the
not
big
just
ailments that out there. There's a lot of cancer stuff,
cancer as
obviously, but
well. That's another one. Yeah.
Alzheimer's tough. And as the population gets older and older, we're going to have more and more people with Alzheimer's. I'm dealing with it right now with my dad. It's horrific. You don't want to deal with it.
I dealt with it with my grandmother, and I'm dealing with
Yeah.
with a close friend now. Man, it is
Yeah.
brutal. But
It's
with my
bad.
grandmother when I was young, man, it was tough because she had it really bad. Like she didn't know
Yeah.
who we were,
Oh yeah.
and she
My
had it
grandmother,
really
same
bad.
thing happened. My great uncle, same thing. My dad is now starting to confuse me and my son.
Oh
Uh
man, yeah.
yeah, so
I
it's rough.
my friend now, and they're young, man. They're not that old, which is my grandmother was
Yeah.
80 when it started happening. This
Yeah, it's
person
about
I'm
the age when it
talking
kicks
with,
in.
yeah, this person I'm talking about is she's 65, 66, very close friend of the family, and we're starting to see some signs, and it's horrible and stressful at times, but if you haven't been through it, it's with someone, it's pretty crappy, pretty crappy. Um, so yeah,
Tell
so
anyone.
but anyways, guys, these type of I hate these companies. Those catalysts don't
Yeah.
trade very well. They
Catalyst
pop
is
up
tough.
like this, and they just keep dropping. And same thing with cancer. The phase one, phase two trial, they don't stick. They just don't stick. So, not a fan of it. I think again, sometimes they do run, but for this one, I'm just not gonna put it on the side. I'm not gonna
It's
bother
also
with it.
hard to borrow, so
They always are. We know why. They're gonna end up falling off the face of the earth. So
yeah.
they want you to pay for that to get those shares to short it. All right, here's Path, guys. Another one that, no, hold on. I was going to say it looks similar to AVX, but the bottom chart is AVX. Let's look at this one here, Path. So we looked at this in the past because we do have some levels on this. Up 6.1, 6.8, 444,000. I can't remember why we looked at this in the past. Maybe it had to be on this day here. They had extra volume, nice gap down that actually traded well. This morning they're gapping up. I don't recall how this traded, to be honest. But looking at the
I don't
details
know. I've
now,
never traded this. I don't know
yeah,
that I've ever really looked at it seriously. They're up on
yeah.
earnings. It's a tech company. They focus on, I believe, software for robots, but like automated, assembly line kind of stuff. Don't shoot me if I'm completely off on that, but that's what I believe. Anyway, I don't know how it'll trade. I know I've
Yeah.
never traded it.
So again, I like the pop guys, but I'm hoping we can find something better, especially at this list continues to be massive at the moment. I might be end up looking at our at our usual suspects quite a bit this morning. Here's FTCH. This is Fitch, no, Farfetch, excuse me, and they don't trade well. I don't like this ticker at all. It is very very choppy. Looks like they had a great day yesterday. 78 million shares. What did they had news earnings or something? That's a lot of
I
lot of
think they
shares.
kind of updated quarterly guidance yesterday
Ouch.
late. They gave I believe they gave an update on what's currently going on because I show they reported a while back, no mid-November. So
Yeah. I think they're done though, man. I don't think today we're gonna see anything. They got a million shares trade after 78 million yesterday. We might not see anything out of this one. So not a fan of it. And again, the action was yesterday, and it trades horrible. We've seen this plenty of times in the past. KTRA. No, this is just brutal. No, no, no. This is it doesn't look good. Horrible pre-market action. This is
it doesn't have
no.
it's a 1.5 million share float. Doesn't have nearly enough volume to be tradable for that.
Yeah, yeah, no good, no good. Um, all right, let's sorry guys, one second. Let me make sure. Okay, good. Let's look at the next one here. Sorry, today I'm running on manual. A lot of stuff that usually works for me is not working, so everything takes a little bit longer. ASAN, and this one here is Asana, and they are down 14.8. I don't think I ever looked at this before. As far as volume, very light for the most part on regular days. Today they have a little bit extra. Yesterday has some more. Is this earnings norm or something?
Yeah, they had earnings last night. Tech company, cloud based.
Oh, is this the calendar
The,
company? Yeah,
yeah, the one that you assign tasks to people, workflow
yeah.
stuff. So
So they're taking a hit. Maybe guys, 15%. They're down quite a bit. Lost some levels here. I'm not 100% convinced, but we'll put it here as a possible for now. Let's take a look at ZS. So ZS at the moment, they are down 11.4, 240,000. I don't think we've ever seen this ticker before, and
yeah, we've had
we
it on
have.
here. Tech
Okay.
company,
Yeah.
it's cloud computing, um, SaaS. So they had earnings last night, and not the greatest trader. We've had it pop up on the list from time to time, but not usually the greatest
Yeah, yeah, it
trader.
doesn't look
Trail.
too hot. It doesn't look too hot here. So I'm gonna skip on this one, guys. I hope to find something better. MRVL, we definitely traced in the past. Let's see here some levels. Let me get rid of those. And
Marvell Semiconductors had earnings last night.
and these guys are down 6.7, all right, 393,000 shares traded. Um I don't think that this doesn't look great. What's your thoughts on this? Have you traded this before, by the way, Norm?
I have not often. There are usually better trading semiconductor stocks. Um, it is tradable. It needs volume to be, something decent. It's hard to say. Um, it might be a good, decent secondary. I don't know about a primary watch list kind of ticker.
Gotcha. I got it on my secondary. Looks okay. I like the daily too for a possible loss of this 43. I mean, we're gapping down nicely 7%. Let's see if that can keep going. A firm today, dropping down, but it looks like this is market action from this morning. So down to 1360, down
Yeah, that was not
5.6.
on the list prior
Yeah,
to.
prior to the drop on the market.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna skip on it for now, guys. For marketplace, I'm gonna look. We're gonna look at and maybe we will go there now. It will look at Apple. Apple's a great one to follow the overall market. We know that. We're gonna look at Nvidia. So Nvidia also, you can see how great this is trading. So today's gonna be one of those days. So far on this list, we haven't seen a catalyst that's doing its own thing that looks great. That's fine with nothing. Now I'm putting some stuff on my main list now, Hector. I got you. Apple, Nvidia, and then there's gonna be some other ones. Tesla, with Elon. Did we get a reaction after yesterday's trucks with Elon? Anything happen? No, nothing took place.
No.
A little bit of a drop there. Was it me or was he struggling to just talk? I think Twitter's got
Hmm?
him tired. Elon yesterday on his conference. It's like he was just struggling to
No,
get the
he's
words
meeting with.
together.
On one hand, he's meeting with. I mean, this is what people invested in Tesla are concerned about. He's so diverted away from dealing with it. That one hand, he's meeting with Tim Cook, to try to, make sure that they stay on the Apple deal. Then he has Yeezy tweeting swastikas after,
And
letting him
he met
back
with him
on
or
Twitter.
something. Yeah.
Huh?
And I think didn't he meet up with Yeezy or something like that? It was some
He has in the past. I don't know if he has recently, but he unsuspended him like 3 weeks ago or something, and then he resuspended him overnight.
Matt
It's all in the
Madness.
news. I mean, he's going crazy. He's got everybody after him. So anyway,
Yeah, it's just insane. But yeah, he definitely didn't look himself yesterday. I mean, he's an awkward person to begin with in conversation, but
yeah.
yesterday he didn't look great, man. So I see the concern with investors if you're in Tesla. So Nvidia, Apple, Tesla is definitely going to be in play. I'm gonna take a quick look at this list. Do we have anything else here worth looking at? We have Roblox on here, which again, just overall market. Anything that has something like this at 8:30 and didn't have no action before, it's just overall market play. So I'm not gonna give it too much time here. Carvana, Shopify, same thing. UPST is horrible. Don't look at that. DKNG, yeah. So everything on here down from what we looked at in the top and gapping up. It is all market movement, unless you guys have something that I don't see there. Norm, it looks like yeah,
Roblox was on the list before we started going crazy market wise.
yeah. Do they have
So
something going
might
on
be
today or?
worth looking at. Roblox was kind of on a tear. There were some rumors of Disney buying them or something. Everybody's making crazy guesses about what Iger's going to do at Disney because many of the analysts that know him well say there's no way he would have come back to do this if he didn't have something just revolutionary in mind to do. They've talked about everything from him essentially working out a buyout by Apple to buy Disney. They've talked
Mm,
about Disney getting Roblox and then making this whole, you know, metaverse type of
uh-oh.
media company. So anyway, so that's part of it. It's had that pop the last couple of days, but from my understanding, that's completely just unfounded guessing by people. Same as the Apple deal.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so we'll see. Roblox can trade very well, guys. I'm actually surprised how good this stock can trade when it gets to volume. It can trade very, very decent. So yeah, so I'll put that on the list as well. Let's see if anything comes out of that. Um, all right, let's take it to the chat, guys. What do you guys like today? I'm looking at both chats here. Chris, you're giving us Tesla and Amazon. We have Tesla. Let's take a look at Amazon this morning. Again, I just think, oh man, that sucks. They're in the green and now in nicely into the red for Amazon. Another one of our usual suspects that can trade very well. We'll put that on the list as well there. A tops. What is A tops? I don't think this is a great trader, by the way. Check A tops. Give me the right ticker. I think is it tops. If you're talking about tops, this ticker, yeah, you're talking about tops. This ticker is brutal, man. Brutal, brutal. It was a hot ticker a few years ago. Even before I started intraday trading, this thing was all over the place. Um, but yeah, careful with this 2.4 million. I don't like the stock at this price. A couple of times it does break out nicely. So just be mindful. Top ships here. Um, what else, guys? So that is tops. What else do we have? We're looking at AMC. AMC. Oh yeah, AMC has some stuff going on. There's some possible talks of buys from theaters coming in here. So they're slightly up. 1.3 is not enough for us on AMC. Big day yesterday, or at least a nice pop yesterday. But we know how explosive this ticker can be. I'm going to put it on here as a possible for now. Let's see where it goes. A lot of you guys throwing out AMD. Is AMD looking good today? AMD, yeah, overall market movements, right, on AMD.
Take
So,
take a picture of the SPY and
yeah,
overlay it with AMD, and you got the same thing.
yeah, it's the same thing. So,
Don't shoot me,
um,
Peter.
so instead I chose to keep Apple, and Apple's actually bouncing back slightly, but again, same thing. Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, they're all moving with the SPY at this moment. AMD is the same thing. I'll put it on here so Peter doesn't get upset. It's on the list at least. You can look at your favorite ones here. Um, Anything else that's not on this list already, guys? AMD, Google. No, Google doesn't trade well.
Mm.
So it's just it even after they're split, and you called it, Norm. I thought they were actually going to get a little bit better. Amazon got really good, but Google stayed the same. Their price action is pretty bad, even at this price. One more here from Anthony over at YouTube, PDD. No Chinese tickers on the list today. At least not capping up or sticking out. No, nothing. They're pretty quiet this morning. PDD, as far as that goes, pretty much flat market movement. And again, if your catalyst today is market movement, you better watch something. Not better, but you preferably watch something with volume, right? This only has 260. Apple's doing the same exact thing, and you got 1.1 million. Nvidia 700, Tesla 2.2. Tesla might be a little bit tougher with the spread and the way it moves. The pullbacks are very aggressive, but you got Apple. So let's just keep that in mind. You don't have to trade something that's doing the same thing as the SPY with less volume, right? So just make a decision there. And I'm just curious to see what Neo and Bob are doing. They're pretty much flat right now. They were both up. But yeah, pretty much flat. Baba came to the previous day close here. It's just kind of getting overpowered by the SPY movements this morning. But Baba was actually up quite a bit here. So back to the previous day close. Actually, I like Baba's daily, and the fact that they were up today, I'm gonna put Baba on the list for now. Let's track to see where that goes. All right, let's get to our community events and announcements, and just give me a little bit of time here. I'll switch manually.
As he gets that up, because we got to do some manual things here, don't forget you can always go to bearbulltraders.com/webinars or click webinars in the top nav bar and find out what we have going on for the next couple of weeks. Onboarding and technology with Carlos every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, unless it's a holiday. So if you join over the weekend, it's a great time to actually take the trial membership, which we'll talk about in a minute. But that way you can kind of mess around and get a feel over the weekend, come to the room, get a feel there on Monday, and then go to onboarding that night to get immersed in everything and have a full 4 days to check everything out. Strategy and trade book. We saved Tuesdays for strategy. Next Tuesday is Carlos at 8 p.m. Eastern talking about developing an educational plan. Excellent topic as we get set to turn the calendar to a new year. And then Thor the following week on the 13th at 8 p.m. managing the trader, not the trade. He's going to be talking about how do you know when your trading system is working. Wednesdays, we have psychology. Next week, Dr. Kenneth Reed's going to be talking about handling pressure. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on the 14th, Credo will be back speaking with us, special time, 5 p.m. because of her time zone. It's going to be how to neutralize pressure while trading. Thursdays, we have mentorship at 11 a.m. with John and 8 p.m. with Thor. Hopefully Thor's power is back and operating. I guess there was some massive car wreck near his home yesterday that kicked his power off for quite a while. Thank you, Peter, and I believe John for covering that. I was not around. TradingTerminal.com. We are working hard, guys. Already mentioned it yesterday, teasing some big things coming to Trading Terminal. So keep your eye on that. It is a free one-stop shop for all your trading information needs, everything from technicals, fundamentals, scanners, a lot of tools that people pay a lot of money for you for free. You do have to sign up. That way it saves your settings and stuff. But and you can get directly to tradingsimulator.com through that trading terminal, where you can use our free web-based replay simulator 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And our speaking of that trial membership earlier, if you go to the home page, scroll down about halfway down the page or so, you'll see the membership table. If you click that intro, it'll give, and then use the promo code PreMarket24, no spaces, no hyphens, and the number's 24 at the end, PreMarket24. That'll get you a discount on the intro membership, which is 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the room. It is a one-time payment. It will not charge you again.
All right. Thank you, Norm. As I find this here. Here we go. I forget how much more difficult this is without the hotkeys. All right. Okay, my friends, let's take a look at what we have. We have Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Roblox, and Baba this morning. A couple of secondary stuff here. MRVL, ASAN, I think it's Asana, Amazon, AMC, and AMD this morning. So let's get to some levels. We'll start here with AMD, guys. And the question over on YouTube from DG, why all usual suspects are down? I mean, a lot of it, not just usual suspects. Almost every, look at this list here, right? I think everything down from 3% is because of the SPY. right? So just the drop that we got on the SPY this morning at 8:30. If you look at Apple and you look at the SPYs, they're identical. See, so it's the exact same thing. So that's what's causing that drop this morning. Um, and interesting on what's going to happen next if we continue here, uh, slamming down for this Friday. So we definitely got some action this Friday, and we got some movement here. So it should be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna have some good opportunities. All right, starting with Apple, let's get some levels in place. So for the most part, we do have towards the top your highs and lows for the last two trading days. So that's pretty good up there. And then here towards the bottom, you do have your low of your pre-market is going to be sitting at 145.02. And then towards the bottom of that, you have a low from 2 days ago. 2 days ago, all the way down at 140. We hit 148 and it kind of coming back a little bit now because of the SPY and the overall market. Here that's because of job numbers, guys. If you missed it earlier today, the job numbers came in. Let me if I get this right. They came in hot, right? Hot is bad and cold is good. So hot meaning that they came out positive. Yeah, I think I got that right. 142.74. Good level here as far as it goes there. You have a lot of touches on this one, so that's good. And then towards the bottom of that, I don't think we're gonna be going down here, but just in case, we don't know these numbers. See how the market takes this in here. You have 138.36 all the way down there. Okay, towards the top, I'm not going to be too concerned with right now, but you got your previous day close and highs and lows for the last two trading days. Here is NVIDIA. So NVIDIA at the moment, towards the top, very similar action to what you're getting from the overall market, guys. Again, the market is kind of taking control a little bit here. Not a lot on this list that has its own catalyst that at least is worth watching. And NVIDIA at the moment, low of the pre-market, 164.46. Every stock getting the little bounce here and kind of hanging out to see what's going to happen next with the SPY here. Are we going to continue to drop or kind of hang out here for a little bit? 159.94 is a great level here. So I got tons of touches around that area. And then you have your 155, which is a great level of support from 2 days ago, right on there. So that's looking pretty nice, actually. Let's look at Tesla. So Tesla has been in play quite a bit, guys. I mean, the movements on it has been incredible. Today's going to be no different. You got tons of volume already. 189.56 is your low of your pre-market here. And then towards the bottom, you do have a great level over at 140, 185.99. And then down there, you have the low from 2 days ago. Again, 2 days ago, we had a nice little rally, kind of a flat type day yesterday. And today, we're getting a little bit of a drop here. RBX, Roblox. Again, Roblox can trade very well. They also were on the list, as Norm mentioned. They're actually pretty good as far as trading when they get volume. So looking forward to that. Right now, their day looks very good too. If you look at their levels, right, very clean. You got a level here where the price action is right now. Your low of your pre-market is a little bit below that, which we can slam a level on there as well. And then above that, we do have 135.43, and then all the way up here, which I don't think we'll get there today. We need a whole lot of action for that to happen. But you're pretty much set there on Roblox, hoping to get the volume there at the market open. Here's Baba. So I have Baba on the list because Baba was actually up pretty nice up here. They were at 87, slammed down now to 86, right, because of the SPY. But their daily does look interesting, guys. We had a gap up 2 days ago, right? Had the run up. Yesterday gap down, but it kind of recovered slightly. And then today we had some volume, looks like here, this pre-market. So I like what's happening there. I like the formation we're getting on this ticker at the moment. So yeah, I like that for today. We just need some volume here, some action, and we needed to trend one way or the other. Could be good either way. If we're going to be weak here, we could come back down to some levels. And you know, Tesla, sorry, Baba loves to sell off. Hasn't been great though the last couple of days, right? You only had a few really good days. And this is what I mean. I mean, just look at this chart that Baba just loves to sell off. Every time you gap up, sell off, sell off, sell off. These are all gap ups. Well, except this one. Gap up, sell off, gapped up, sold off, gapped up, sold off, sold off, sold off, sold off, sold off. Every gap ups, like for the most part, is selling off. So again, I love that about Baba. Is a little bit predictable. When you start getting that sell off, you know, early in the morning, it can really get going. So let's see what it does today. Again, today's a little bit different though, because we have broken out of a new previous new high. What is that? A previous new high right here. Right, so we're showing some strength, we're showing some good volume. So I don't expect that, but if it does start showing up, that could be a good opportunity. All right, that's the last one on our list. Secondary stuff. Let's see if it looks great. Can we move any of this stuff up? MRVL, no. Asana, Asana, maybe, guys, maybe. It's a big drop, 14%. Can we be getting an overreaction here? Maybe get back into at least, 1650. There could be some opportunities here. I actually might move this up. This could be our sleeper for today. Maybe we got an overreaction on this thing here. 1581 high of the pre-market, the low of the pre-market, all the way down at 1450. Yeah, maybe let's move them up today. Let's get these guys. I was trying to drag them. That would be nice if DAS can do that, right? If you just click on this and just drag it up, can you do that? No, you can't. But that'd be pretty cool. All right, so let's get rid of that and rid of this. Perfect. So there it is. Again, down 14%, guys. I like the movement we got in the pre-market already is really good. 1450 all the way down to all the way up to 1575. Let's see if we can get going. Is that a TWS feature? I believe Think or Swim has that feature too. That's probably where I got that from, moving it up like that. Yeah. All right, so there we have it. Path is down here, guys. Up. This looks like, man, so much garbage, but no, it's up 7.5, 591,000. Maybe you can do something today. I don't know. It looks good for maybe an overreaction and a sell-off as well. So we'll see. We'll see on this one, but not a big fan. All right, guys, we got plenty of time. Let's see, get to some questions you might have or some tickers you might want us to look at. Um, what do we have there? PDD. We had didn't have PDD on the secondary. Oh no, we looked at it. That's what we did. We looked at PDD. But again, just doing overall market stuff. Same thing here, similar to BABA, right? They were up nicely this morning, and then the SPY has dropped them to the previous day close. Daily on them looks interesting, but for the volume that they're getting, and if they are going to just be pushed around by the overall market, I'd rather watch something else. Market's getting really interesting here. If we can go back to the low of the day here at 400, that's going to be no bueno for a lot of these tickers. They're not going to like that action there at all. So everything red, everything red. Nothing but a red on the screen this morning, except for AMC trying to do something there. Volume starting to come in there too, 1.4 million, but everything in the red so far this morning. Netflix. Well, let's start with Ashley first. Ashley, OKTA. We'll look at that. OKTA. This one is no volume. No volume on this thing. I don't have my garbage ticker is not working today, but I would have thrown it here for sure. Just be careful with this. Right now, it doesn't look good. Could there be some kind of sell-off in action later down the line? Maybe, but just be careful with this one. I just don't see the volume piling up on this thing. And then now we have a CRM. So you're looking at stuff from yesterday, right? For a possible secondary play today. CRM looks much better. Much better if that's what you're looking for. They had an interesting day yesterday, sold off, popped back up to the previous day. Now we'll pop back up to this 147, which is now the previous day close. And they're selling off here, partly because of the market, right? So that's why it's a tough day today. Like, let's say they did have something going on before that. They didn't really have a big movement here. They were down, but then the SPY took over, right? Now, if a stock is weak, if a stock was weak already, and now you have the SPY doing what it's doing, then it can help the momentum towards the downside. But when you have the market moving the way they're moving now, it kind of overpowers whatever that stock was doing. And if we go back to 400 here, I mean, just throw that old plan out the window, get the new plan, and just follow whatever the SPY is going to do here. As it pushes these stocks into the red further down. So, you're seeing that here, Roblox, BABA. It's going to be hard for a stock that's in the green to go, or that wants to go up, to go against what's happening with the overall market. That's very difficult to do. You need a strong catalyst to really do that. So. Cause, can you explain the 16 or 17 1 minute candle? What, the 17 1 minute candle after the overall market drop on Microsoft? Oh, okay. Now I understand that now. All right, so let's look at Microsoft. What are we seeing here? 1 minute candle number 17.
I looked at try to figure out the answer to that question, and I wasn't going to count to 17, but I don't know.
But I'm just looking without even counting. I don't see anything weird here.
I
Unless
don't
you're talking
either.
about this.
That's the other thing is I didn't see anything strange. No, they're
Yeah.
talking about after that.
After this?
Yeah,
Well, let's
17 candles later. So that would be at 847.
A47 here. This little, right? Is that
Uh,
A47?
it's just a little bit of a reversal kind of in the
Yeah, it's just
short, very, very short term trend. I don't, it's not nothing of really interest, I don't think. It's
yeah,
just a doji with low volume.
yeah, yeah. So very, very low volume, but yeah, I wouldn't put too much weight on that because just the volume is so light. It's just so that's what's this 4,000, not even 2,000 shares right now. If this happens at the market open, you have a nice trend. You see something like this happen, that could be signify a change in direction, right? No more sellers, maybe buyers starting to come in. But here, the pre-market is very tough, so I wouldn't put too much weight on that. And you can see that a lot too across the board, right? Especially when you have no volume, you kind of see it here. You just didn't get the upside of it. So yeah, I wouldn't put too much weight on that. As for Melanie, CHPT. CHPT. This is charge point. We haven't looked at this in quite some time. At least I haven't. Um, and yeah, I don't think I'll add it to my list today. It just doesn't beat whatever I have on my list right now. It really doesn't. Did they have earnings last night? It looks like they did. Based on that activity after hours, CHPT, um, December 1st, after hours, yeah, post market earnings. So yeah, they had earnings last night. I don't see anything great on it this morning though. Um, Nothing that I like for it this morning. So, uh, thanks, Luca. Okay, guys. So we are all set. Anything else, guys? You guys like SQQ's Lucid from Steve LCID? Yeah, man, this thing is $10. Yeah, it's just kind of again, it wasn't doing much. Market's kind of taking over here a little bit on this one as well, and for the most part, almost on everything. Let's see what's capping up. We got PBR coming up here. What's going on with PBR? See, now that is interesting. You're up 2.4. So that's interesting. JKS. What else is coming up here? AVXL. AVXL. What did we decide on this? Right, this is the one. This is the one. The Alzheimer's. Yeah, just be careful. It looks good, guys. I mean, if that was not the catalyst, I'm such a bias with that catalyst. If that was not the catalyst, maybe I'll look at it, but we'll see. Without bias, though, if it hits the high of the day here, you have volume. There could be some scalping opportunities. Treat this like it's a 75 million shares float. You want to treat this like a low float. I mean, treat it like a 1.2 million shares flow stock because that is the way it's trading right now, going through these dollars. So be very, very careful if you choose to trade this one this morning. But you know what? Price action, volume, it's there, up 44%. You know what? Let's not hate on it. Let's not hate on it. ASVX, I feel like I'm hating on it, but I'm gonna add it on here. PAF, on the other hand, this will be good for a short if we lose it down to 13. But right now, this needs to get a whole lot better. But AVXL, you know, this could be an opportunity there. Why did AMC get halted yesterday? Was there news? I believe there was news yesterday. Or was it volatility? When was the halt? I don't remember seeing a halt on this. I don't see the halt here. Where's the halt? No, I don't know where it got halted unless it was pre-market. I don't. It's hard to see here unless it was anywhere in between here. But I don't see. Did you guys see that on AMC yesterday? I wasn't watching this one. I was looking at Yahoo charts, so that is strange because it's not on your DAS charts. Ah, okay. So the Yahoo showing something different. Yeah, that happens sometimes, what it could be some couple of just block trades that causes that action, especially in the pre-market. You see that more often than not. People just recording or transacting their trades. They might not sometimes they don't even happen at that time. They could have happened overnight, and they just get transacted at different times because they have to be recorded here, right in the market. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. That happens a lot. Market open is probably going to be more important when you see strange candles like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about the pre-market. In some cases, you could be in a trade, and I've been in trades in the pre-market, and you have these wicks go all the way down a couple of dollars and come right back up, and my P&L doesn't even change because it's just doing this like around 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. You see it at 8:32. It's just
Yeah.
transacting. It's just recording transactions, not really moving the price all the way down there, or else my P&L would have been
Yeah,
update or
I
ridiculous.
just pulled. I went over to Yahoo and looked at
Yeah,
what
looks
she's
funky.
saying, and it just looks like a block trade or something was
Yeah,
registered at that point.
yeah, yeah. All right, guys, 9:12. I think we are all set here. We have a very interesting day coming up here. Apple, Nvidia, usual suspects leading the way this morning. Then we have Roblox, which again can trade very well. We've seen it do that in the past. Right now, taking a bit of a hit with the rest of the stocks on our list. We have Baba, which has an interesting daily, guys. The last couple of days have been pretty good here, and it looks like they were going to start out strong until 8:30 or 8:20 or so. So we'll see what happens there. And then Asana, guys, big hit down. They were down like 16 or something. Now they're only 14 percent down. And who knows? Maybe an overreaction. Maybe they want to close this gap a little bit towards 1650. Would love to see maybe a little bit of a sell off at the open and then a rally back up towards the high of the day, high of the pre market. So I'll be looking for a breakout on this one if we can get it. Um, Mara looks strong and oversold. Mara, yeah, yeah, it does. It's that well, it's definitely oversold in the big picture. I mean, these stocks is just man, this good thing is at $6. Weren't we trading this at like 20, 50? Was it 50 or something? But it was much higher. Oh, at least 20, not 50, but 20, 30. We're up here, and then look at this. We're down at 622. Um, I don't know if it's strong though. I think you had to drop here, right? This was caused by the market, and now it's just back to its regular trading range that it's been stuck in for a very long time. So I don't know if that's strength or it's just realizing, hey, this is the kind of overreaction on our price. If we see a breakout towards 650, 675, then maybe we start getting into some serious action there. All right, guys, we are all set. Let's look at our moderators list and see what's going on there, and then we will call it a day, guys. If you haven't done so already over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it very much. If you're liking the content, if you're liking the show, hit that thumbs up. Help us get to 295. I can't send you the thumbs up because it's not working on the stream deck this morning. But if you would like to do that, I would really appreciate it. And if you,
At least it's
yeah,
Friday. You got the whole weekend to fix your issue.
I guarantee you, Norm, I'll restart this thing and it'll just
It'll be
work, and I
fine.
will never know
Yeah,
what happened. That's how tech works. This is why
true.
IT guys always tell you the first thing to do before
Did
they
you
even
unplug it?
did you unplug it and restart it. I'm like, dude, what? Don't you know what's going on? They don't care. Unplug it and restart is the first thing they tell you. It's not turning on. Unplug it and restart it. I'm like, what? I gotta love IT guys. They tell you three no's before you can get a yes out of them. Love it. Uh, okay, so let me go ahead and get our moderators list here, guys. And if you don't like the show, just make sure you hit that dislike button twice just to confirm. Only two times. Hit it two times, and you'll be good.
If you hit it
Um,
twice, you unlike it.
that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. Only hit it twice. Moderators list here, guys. We are going to look at Thor, AMD, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Roblox. IPOs for today. No, none, no SPACs, no IPOs for this morning. Peter, did you LJU open up? I wonder that. Peter, AMD, Apple, Tesla, Baba, Amazon, and Meta. And then Susan's looking at Tesla, Apple, AMD, Nvidia. Megan on her list, AMD, PDD, and Baba. She's looking at three, never opened up. And she's looking at three today. All right, let's see if do we have Brian's list. I know Andrew is getting ready to rock and roll here. I saw him say good morning to the chat. So he'll be on in just a second. But I want to see if Brian and Andrew have their list, because usually right when we hang up on YouTube, someone will ask where's Andrew and Brian's list. So let's see if we can
Is
get it.
Andrew? You still in Dubai or are you in Italy yet?
Instagram show he was I think he was in Dubai based on the Instagram, but that could have been an old post.
Saw him trying to rent a car.
Ah, okay. So maybe I'll look at an old post. Guys, follow so you know what's going on with Andrew, his travels. Follow him over at Bearboot Traders over on Instagram. Here's Brian's list: MRVL, ZS, ASAN, Tesla, CRM, and Tops. Friday fun, guys. We got the for Friday fun today. We
No,
haven't
we
seen
finally
that.
got
Yeah.
a fun.
We haven't
You
seen
must
that
have
in a
heard me the
while.
other day.
Yeah, yeah. And and here's before we let you guys go over on YouTube, here is Andrew's list. So job market is strong, job market drops. Funny how everything works. He's gonna watch the markets TQQQ, AMD, Nvidia, and Tesla this morning for Andrew. Guys, take care. Trade safe. We will see you all on Monday. Have an amazing,
Yeah.
amazing weekend.
Take care, guys. Trade safe. Have a great weekend.